Hey guys, Derp here. I'm back again with another Sunday Flips video. It's AP exam season, so I don't have too much time to edit right now, so I'm just trying to make some casual content for you guys. To anybody else taking an AP exam, hang in there. It only gets better. Only a few days left. So today I want to talk about Balisong availability. As you probably know, Balisongs go out of stock really quickly, and that's because the most balisong manufacturers are small businesses in the US who are designing, making, and assembling all of these balisongs from scratch, which obviously yields pretty low numbers just because of the nature of doing all that in the US with like a 2 or 3 people job. Um, so, what does that mean for the balisong market? That means that most high quality balisongs are on a drop or limited restock basis. So the balisong manufacturer will drop whatever balisongs that they have. Usually it's around like 10 or 20. And people have to go onto their site at that time and buy it before it sells out. Which is great. I'm glad that a lot of these balisong manufacturers can put out what they can, especially with with how hard balisong making is and the QC and the time that they have to put into all that. But the Balisong market is getting more available by the day, and one of the big players and the big contributors for that, the big contributors for that is Squid Industries. Squid Industries is putting out more Balisongs than I've ever seen come out of a small business. They're doing it weekly. They're still designing and making Balisongs all by themselves, and they're become big enough to actually provide everyone with a Balisong. They do still do drops, but they put out so many Balisongs in drops that it actually takes a bit of time for them to sell it completely. Of course, Krakens are a completely different story. I'm talking about trainers, but what I'm trying to say is that Balisong companies are getting bigger, and when they get bigger, they just get better for everybody, because a lot more people can buy the Balisongs that they produce. However, there's another thing that I want to talk about, which is already big knife companies getting into making Balisongs. And probably the best example of that in recent years is Kershaw with their Kershaw Lucha. The Kershaw Lucha was a pretty big step for the Balisong community. It was a big knife company making a somewhat flippable knife and keeping it in stock for a long time. However, the Lucha did have its drawbacks. It wasn't the best at flipping. It was really heavy. It was on bearings, which some people didn't like. But it was always in stock, and it got people into the Balisong community because it was fairly cheap and it was fairly attainable. Recently, however, Kershaw has announced a new version of the Lucha that is carbon fiber and titanium that is supposed to come at around $300. And some people are not happy, and I can see why. It's the price of a rep, and the Kershaw Lucha, as great as great as it is, can you tell it's been a long day? As great as it is, it's not a rep. So why would anybody get a Kershaw Lucha for $300? And and I think the main reason for that is availability. If Kershaw can keep these carbon fiber luchas available and in stock all the time, then that's probably a first for the Balisong community. There's no other high quality Balisong in that price range that is consistently kept in stock and that anybody who can buy it, who wants to buy it, can buy it. So I think it's a pretty big step for the Balisong community. It might not be the best flipper and it might not be the best value for everyone, but if you just want to get a Balisong now and you want it to be high quality in that price range, you have an option. Previously, the only other option are some Benchmade knives, like the Benchmade 87, which obviously is not good for flipping. And the only other option is clones. And clones have a whole nother deal to them. They'll have to do a lot of work to them generally, and there's some controversies around those. So I think it's great that the actual Balisong community and the Balisong market is growing to the extent that uh, Balisongs are becoming more available to people, and that people can buy them without having to wait for a drop or buy them on the secondary market. So that's pretty much it for today's video. I'm really looking forward to seeing what comes out of the Balisong market in the next few years. That's pretty much it. Peace.